name is Sabrina Beverly. If you're new, welcome to the family. If you're returning, you know what it is. So before we continue, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with somebody because it might help. Today will be doing something different. I was reluctant to film this video because it's a very sensitive topic for me, but you know what? I might as well talk about it. It might help somebody. It might not help a parent. It might help someone who actually is living with this. So yeah. Okay, so as you can see from the title, it's Atopic Dermatitis. It's just a scientific word or name for eczema. So I'm sure you've heard of baby acne or, you know, eczema and babies. And some people grow out of it. Some people are unfortunate enough don't grow out of it, and it's really bad and it really affects your day-to-day life. But yeah, it's a hereditary non-contagious skin disease. A lot of people tend to think, oh no, if I touch your skin, then yeah, I'm gonna get it. No, you're not gonna get it. Okay. It's not contagious, and yeah, it's characterized by the inflammation of your skin. So you've seen people with, like, you know, a red rash on their skin. It can literally appear anywhere. For me, growing up when I was a kid, I got it mostly in my, you know, in our arms here, elbow area, right? Anyways, and behind my knees. So there were times that I would have bandages around my legs. Although I don't only recall that happening once, if not twice. But yeah, it's a very uncomfortable condition to live with. Yeah, but growing up, for me it was really bad when I was younger. I don't know if I can insert clips so that you can see, like, especially around my eye area, that, you know, I look like maybe I've got red eyes, but I was constantly scratching my eyes. People used to think, oh no, this chick can't see. Okay, people that do know me probably wondered if I could see, you know. But yes, there were times my eyesight was just like foggy, guys. Like, it would just be foggy for days, and I wouldn't tell anyone because I was just like, okay, I'm just used to it. Because, you know, you're a kid and you're like, okay, this is probably normal. Yeah, when I got older and this stuff cleared up in a way, yeah, because it doesn't affect my eyes anymore. I still have flare-ups, but yeah, my eyes are not as affected, except for this flare-up this time around. That's the reason why I'm making this video, because it affected my eyes this time around. My eyes were puffy, they were red. I don't even know if I have a photo of that, but I will insert photos of what my skin looked like as of late, before I dealt with, or as I was dealing with the flare-up. It just affected my face this time around. The rest of my body is not really affected. If I do anything, yeah, I still get moments where I do feel it behind my knees, where I feel itchy and stuff, but it's still an uncomfortable thing, you know, because it's like a fire you can never put out. It's like it's itchy, and at the same time it burns. Guys, there's 7 types, and I have one of those. I only knew more about this stuff when I got older. My parents really didn't know, like, how to deal with it when I was younger. They went to a lot of specialists, and, you know, certain different specialists told them, oh no, she's probably allergic to this, that, and that, and the other thing. And I came to realize that I was allergic to eggs. So every time I had eggs laid, pollen as well affects me. Dust, insects like roaches, actually specifically roaches, affect me. What else? And certain detergents. But you know what's weird? There's certain things that don't affect me, like makeup has a strong smell, and also the textures and the different chemicals in it. You'd expect it to affect someone who's got my condition, but it doesn't affect me. I've got makeup on right now and I'm fine. Perfume, and I love perfume, so I would be so upset if I was allergic to perfume. But yeah, anyways, yeah, so growing up I never really knew, like, what to do and what medication to take. But as I got older, I've done more research, you know, on how to deal with the condition. You know what's weird though? In all the other countries that I have lived, when I was living in the UK, I never had a flare-up whatsoever, and I'm so glad I never did. When I was living in SA, I never had a flare-up. again, so glad, because you can be in varsity, like stressing out about school, and then boom, flare. Anyone who's living with this condition knows that it's not the things. I'm glad or fortunate enough that any flare-up that I've had in my adult years, it was usually when I was on holiday from school. It would last like 2 to 3 weeks. The other reason why I made this video is so that I could share some of the remedies I use when I do have a flare-up and my current skin routine. So yes, those that know me will know that I use, let me get my box of goodies actually. This is my box of goodies. So what I normally use on a day-to-day basis is Dudu Osan soap and my Vaseline petroleum jelly. Okay, I'm a mess. That thing just falling apart. But yeah. Okay, whatever. So yeah, I use this black soap, and how I even figured it out. What I used to do before I figured this out, I discovered this, was I was using any soap that had aloe vera in it. So if I have found a soap that had aloe vera in it, it would work perfectly. Then for some reason I started like reacting to that too. So I was just like, okay, what to find? Then someone introduced me. I don't even know how I got introduced to Dudu Osan, but yeah. Now when I researched it, it helps with things like eczema. So yeah, black soap is what I use, and this is what I use after I come out of the shower. So what I do is, when I have a flare-up, the first stage is where I'm feeling itchy and it's just a rash on my face. It's not burning yet, it's just itchy and I'm just scratching. What I do is I use my apple cider vinegar. I got this in ShopRite. I got it in the ShopRite in Blantyre, though I didn't get it in the Longwood. So if you're looking for apple cider vinegar, you can actually get any brand, but I saw this one and I was like, oh, let me try it. And it's organic, raw and unfiltered apple cider vinegar. So, and it was even cheaper than the other brand that I normally get. I use this, and what I do is I don't use this direct on my face. I get some warm water, then I add a few drops of the apple cider vinegar, and then I use a cotton swab, well, you know, cotton balls, maybe cotton pads, yeah, and then I place them on my face. Yeah, now that you're back and you've seen how I do that apple cider vinegar cleanse, I don't know, mask thingy, I don't wash my face after that. What I do is I wash my face first with the black soap, then I do the apple cider vinegar thing, then I just add my Vaseline on top of that. And yes, my face does smell like apple cider vinegar after that, but I don't care. And usually I do it at night when I'm about to go to bed, so it doesn't matter, because I'll wake up in the morning and then wash my face again with black soap. But once I've gotten through the itching and the burning, and now my skin has scabbed over now because I was using the apple cider vinegar, I transitioned to using turmeric. So this is the brand that I normally use, but what's in here now is actually a refill from this. So I refilled this packet with this. I got this in Food Lovers Market, but I'm sure you can find turmeric anywhere. It's just a spice. It's an anti-inflammatory, so it really helps with eczema skin. But yeah, I just dilute this, or not dilute it, I make a paste using some water, warm, cold, it doesn't matter, and then I apply it to my face like a mask. Okay, so right now I have put on my turmeric. All I do is I just take like a tablespoon and a half of turmeric powder, and then I add water to it, just a bit of water to make a paste. Then I add it to my face like so. Then once I'm done with that, I use my bicarbonate of soda. This stuff burns, guys. The apple cider vinegar, the turmeric, and the bicarbonate of soda, that stuff, it stings. It seriously stings. It's like putting spirit in a wound, but it helps so much. I use the bicarbonate of soda to remove the, what do you call this, the stain that the turmeric leaves. So I use the bicarbonate of soda. It really helps. All I do is, again, a bit of water, make it into a paste of some sort, and then just kind of rub it on my face and make sure the color is, it comes off all the way. Last but not least, my favorite part of my skin routine is this combination here, the coffee and honey. And a lot of people be like, oh my gosh, really, honey? Like, I don't consume honey, guys. I don't like the taste of honey, so I don't mind purchasing it for the sake of my skin. It's so soothing. I decided to actually just put it on like a face mask instead of using it as a scrub. So I added a bit of water to the coffee, then added the honey. I know my friend Dominique is gonna be a little mad at me right now because she's the one who introduced me to the scrub, and she always used to say, "Boo boo, don't let that sit on your face. Just scrub and then wash it off of your face." So I know right now, if she's watching this, she's probably like, she doesn't listen. But no, I needed to sit on my face because of the healing properties of the honey, and it's also soothing my skin and helping it heal nicely. Of late, I've been using it as a mask rather than as a scrub, because I found that when I at least let it sit on my face for a little longer, it soothes the skin after the turmeric and the bicarbonate of soda that have been burning on my skin. So yeah, this helps. And then once I've washed this off, I apply my Vaseline and that's it. Okay, so how often I do this stuff? Okay, the apple cider vinegar, I do it at the beginning of the flare-up situation until it scabs over and it stops itching. Then I transition to the turmeric thing, the turmeric mask rather. The turmeric mask with the bicarbonate of soda and the honey and coffee. I do that every day after it's scabbed over. I do those steps. The turmeric first, bicarbonate of soda second, last the honey and coffee. Those are the last things that I do, and then once I wash that off, I just add my Vaseline to my face and I'm good to go. Guys, it has helped me a ton. Figuring these things out or discovering these remedies has helped my skin so much. Because when I think about some of the things that are out there for eczema skin, like Cetaphil, the brand Cetaphil, number one, I found out that even to just get the face wash or the lotion, it's like 500-600 rand, and I'm just like, whoa, baby, I'm good. And also, I don't want to add more chemicals to my face. I prefer using these home remedies because they have less chemicals. This is stuff that you're allowed to consume. So I prefer using those things than using chemicals that are made in a lab and all of that stuff. It no longer works after some time and some of those things, and then you're back to square one. So yeah, I decided to use these things, and it's taken me years to figure this out, even in my adult years. So I'm glad that I have figured it out, and this is what I'm going to be using. And I feel like to a degree it's an inexpensive way of dealing with my condition. The honey is the only thing that I can say is the most expensive thing here. Otherwise, everything else, you can get any kind of coffee, you can get any kind of apple cider vinegar, turmeric. Not expensive. A bar of this Dudu or Sun soap is actually 2,000 kwacha, and if you're using it only on your face, this whole entire bar alone, do you know how long it lasts me? So I'm just using it on my face. It lasts me 2 months or 2.5 months, if not even more than that actually. It's really good and it lasts. Unless you put it in a space where it's really warm or it's always wet, then it will melt and you have less time to use it, or yeah. Anyways guys, that concludes my current skin routine and also what I've been doing to deal with my flare-ups. So yeah, if you don't experience eczema, I'd really recommend the honey and coffee, honestly. because those things have nothing to do with it. When I was doing my research, it just so happens that honey also helps with eczema skin or flare-ups and stuff like that. So yeah, but yes guys, have a nice day, night, whatever time or day you're watching this, guys. I'll see you next time.